My mother told my son his gift was cheap junk and threw it in the dumpster. My son's handmade contribution wasn't just discarded, it was deliberately destroyed with a cruel label attached. We walked out immediately. 2 weeks later, flashing sirens illuminated my driveway as officers escorted my parents off my property. My 8-year-old, Edmund, spent 2 weekends sanding and painting a custom wooden birdhouse for his grandfather's retirement gala at the Oak Creek Country Club in Austin. He stenciled "Happy Retirement" in blue paint. "Do you think Grandpa will put this in his garden?" he asked, buzzing with nervous energy. I smiled, swallowing the bitter truth I already suspected. The hall was dripping in pretentious luxury, champagne flutes clinked, and every floral arrangement was meticulously staged. The other grandchildren ran around the dance floor, showing off the expensive watches and golf clubs their parents had bought on their behalf. Edmund sat perfectly still at our assigned table, his wrapped box resting on his knees, waiting for his moment. "Can I bring my gift up now?" he asked my mother as she passed by. She looked down at him as if he were a stain on the carpet. "Not right now. The photographer is busy," she snapped. No affection, no acknowledgement. I noticed how the older relatives huddled closely when my nieces spoke, but actively turned their shoulders whenever Edmund approached the buffet line. He was a ghost in his own family. After the speeches, my father began opening the mountain of presents on the main stage. Edmund waited near the edge of the stairs, clutching his box. Finally, he handed it up. My father took it, gave a tight, fake smile, and set it behind the podium without opening it. An hour later, Edmund went looking for the bathroom and wandered near the service hallway. I followed a minute later. I found my son standing frozen by the industrial trash bins near the kitchen doors. His beautiful handmade birdhouse was lying at the bottom of a garbage can, splintered into 3 pieces. Taped to the crushed wood was a catering sticky note in my mother's handwriting. "Cheap junk, dump it before pictures." My chest tightened so hard I couldn't breathe. I looked down at Edmund, his shoulders were shaking. "Mom," he whispered, his voice fracturing. I didn't cause a scene. I simply picked up his coat, took his hand, and whispered, "We are going home." We bypassed the ballroom and walked straight out the lobby doors. Nobody chased us. Nobody asked where we were going. During the silent drive down I-35, Edmund stared out the window and asked the question that broke my heart. "Is it because I'm not smart like Cousin Reginald?" I pulled into a gas station parking lot, put the car in park, and looked him dead in the eye. "No, you are brilliant and kind. They are the ones who are broken." He wiped his eyes, still doubting himself. My parents didn't check on us once. They just assumed I would swallow the disrespect like I always did. 2 weeks later, the sky opened up in a massive Texas thunderstorm. My father's basement, in their pristine suburban McMansion, flooded completely, ruining their boiler and electrical panel. The next afternoon, I heard heavy pounding on my front door. Edmund was in the living room practicing his guitar. I checked the peephole. My parents were standing on my porch with 4 heavy suitcases, dripping wet. I opened the door 3 inches, keeping my foot wedged behind it. "What do you want?" "Our basement is under 3 feet of water," my mother demanded, pushing against the wood. "We're staying in your guest room until the contractors finish." "No, you aren't," I said coldly. My father glared at me. "Stop being dramatic about a stupid piece of wood. Move aside." "You threw his heart in the garbage," I replied. "You don't get to sleep under the same roof as the child you treated like trash." My mother started shouting Edmund's name, trying to guilt him into coming to the door. "Edmund, Grandma is freezing. Tell your mother to let us in." I slammed the door, locked the deadbolt, and hit the panic button on my security panel. By the time my father started kicking the doorframe, 2 neighborhood patrol cars had already pulled into the cul-de-sac. Full story on the channel, link below.